Hey guys, I wanted to make a video to show you how I want us to take goalie kicks and goalie throws so we can build the ball out from the back and not just punt it up to the middle of the field and fight for the ball. The reason we do this is it's a great learning experience. It teaches you many things rather than just blindly playing the ball forward. And also it spreads the other team out, gives us more space to operate and attack, and increases our chances of maintaining the ball as we bring it forward. So just a couple rules here. For the goal kicks, the ball has to be initially put inside the 6 box. It could be put anywhere. It could be put here right in front of the goal, or it could be put in the corner, but it has to be placed somewhere inside the 6 box, and it has to be played outside of the 18 before it's touched by anyone else. Goalie throws, obviously the goalie has the ball in his hand, and the goalie can run anywhere within the 18, and he can roll the ball inside the box or outside the box. It doesn't matter. So those are the two main differences between goalie kicks and goalie throws. For our setup, our outside backs, usually this is Aiden, Dean, Spiro, Carlo, Josh. I want you guys even with the 6-yard horizontal line, okay? A lot of times you guys will set up here, and that's no good. You're making it too easy for one defender to cover both our outside back and our center back. I need you even with the horizontal line of the 6, both sides. The center backs, you guys are in line with the vertical of the 6, just to make it easy for yourselves. So our 2 center backs, generally that's George and Achilles. Top of the box, in line with the horizontal. Here will be our number 6, which is usually Jackson, and maybe Nate, Jeffrey, a few other people have played here. Our number 10, our number 8, this is usually Mateo, Kai, Sean. Our wings, up here we usually have Dylan, Jeff, Jacob, Jack, Kai, and then our striker, that's the easy spot. Nate, Jackson, we'll try a few more people out there too. So this is our basic setup here. And generally, when we put the other team out here, especially early in the game, they won't apply too much pressure. They won't know what we're trying to do. They'll just kind of clog the middle here, thinking the ball is going to be played up here somewhere. So hopefully we'll have our 2 outside backs. They should be in plenty of space down here, nice and wide, even with the ball. And ideally what we would like to do is play the ball out to our outside back here, and that ball needs to be played about 1 yard in front of him, not behind him, and he has to receive it with his outside foot. So on this side it would be his left foot, on this side it would be the right foot. And the reason for that is so you can see the entire field when you receive the ball. If I could turn this guy, you would see if he received the ball on his right foot, his line of vision would really only be this half of the field. He would have no idea what's going on this side. His body would just be facing that way. So it's important that he receives the ball across his body. As soon as that ball is played, everyone has to start moving. Very important that our wing comes back towards the ball but stays outside. When you start coming inside, you're reducing the amount of space that we can build out from, and also you're bringing this defender here with you. So it's important that you maintain width when you come back for the ball. Our midfielders, They are always looking to find space and creating good angles. As soon as that ball's played, this defender is going to come charging down here. This guy probably will too. You need to make good angles, whether that's outside a little bit or even inside. Create good angles. Stay out of the shadow, right? Stay out of the shadow of these defenders. Find a good space. Check your shoulder. Ideally, what we would like to do is play the ball outside here, play it safe, and then do a little 1-2 and send it up here. Things don't always work out that way, but that's generally the plan. Get the ball outside, get our center midfielders on the ball so they can make the decisions on where to build the ball, to switch it to the other side, or whatever needs to be done. So hopefully, we won't see too much pressure in the beginning of games, but as the games go on longer and when we play teams a second time, they'll start learning what we do, what we want to do, and obviously they'll try to counter that with some pressure. We'll start seeing these players push up on our outside backs, and even times I've seen them just go straight up man for man marking. And if that's the case, we really can't play the ball to feet. It's just too risky to play the ball to the feet of our outside backs. He loses it, trips, falls, whatever. This guy's in on goal. So what we need to do is play the ball to space. And those spaces are basically the corners, or the past the corner here of the 18. So either here or in here. We definitely want to keep the ball out of the middle unless it's wide open, which sometimes you might see that. If that's the case, then fine, play to the 6 right up the middle. Generally, you're not going to see that, though. There's going to be somebody on him. So what you have to think about, goalkeepers, Rocco, Jacob, Spiro even. If you see all this man-to-man coverage here, what I want you to do is place the ball in the corner, either corner, whatever side you're going to play it on, but it has to be done quickly. Place the ball in the corner. Once you guys see that ball placed in the corner, you know you're marked tight. Use that to your advantage. And what I mean is, if you move a few steps inside, he'll move a few steps inside. You move a few steps further back, he'll move a few steps further back with you. Open up that space. Give our goalie a nice area to play that ball out to space. You know where the ball is going. The number 10 should be on this ball first. Set them up where you want them. And then play the ball to space. Our number 10 should be the first of that ball, and then immediately it's even more important to move off the ball when they are playing tight. It's even more important to slide over and cover when that ball is played, and support, okay? As soon as that ball is played, we'll have a nice support option here, and then we can play it out, either dribble out, pass it out to our wing again, and then build from the back again. And the further they press up, the more space there is to operate in the back. So we actually want that. Once we get good at this, it'll look very easy for us to play this ball out into their half, and we'll have a lot of odd man rushes here, and we'll have the numbers going forward to create some chances. But yeah, let's just stick with it. Play quickly and carefully, okay? It's so important that the goalie gets the ball on the field, from wherever it is, out of bounds here, gets the ball, and everyone is set up immediately. You don't need to wait for a whistle. As soon as we're set up, you put the ball down, and then you play it. Do not wait for the other team to set up. Don't wait for the referee. Just put the ball down and play it immediately, whatever side is open. Mistakes will be made. We'll probably give up a few cheap goals from this, but it's really important that these boys learn how to do this. It teaches them so much about moving off the ball and supporting and covering and receiving the ball across your body. All those very important things. Creating space and time. That's what it's all about. Making good decisions. All right, guys. Thanks very much. I'll see you this weekend.